Hello there and welcome to Lower 6th Further Maths A-Level revision sheet 4, getting ready for the January mock exam. And here we have three systems of equations. We have 2x minus y plus 3z equals 20. The next one we have to plug in a equals minus 1 and b as 12. And the third one is 6x minus 2y plus 9z equals 32. Okay, so find the geometric configurations on the system of equations. Now, the methods that we've been given for this is to solve the simultaneous equations, or attempt to solve them, and see how the equations of the lines match up. So, what I've seen here is that the y variable here, if I take away equation 1 away from equation 2, then that will leave me with no y's in that equation. So 4x minus y plus 6z equals 12. Take away 2x minus y plus 3z equals 20. Okay, so that's 2x. Now, just to explain here why we need a takeaway, it's minus y, take away minus y, so take away minus y, and the takeaway of a negative will lead to a positive, so minus add a positive will cancel each other out. And then for the second term here, it's going to be 3z, and this is going to equal minus 8. Okay, so what we've got to do now is do that another way and match up the two equations that we get at the bottom here. Now, what I can see as well is if I double the first equation, so that will give me 4x minus 2y plus 6z equals 40. If I double that first equation, and if I do the third one, take away it, then the y is going to eliminate in exactly the same way from a double negative there. So when you take these away, so this is going to be 2x, 3z, you would expect this to happen, and the key bit is at the end, so it's a minus 8. So here we have two identical lines, sorry. Okay, so what's happening here is this is a case of a sheaf where they all then meet along this central line here. It's very difficult for me to draw. Okay, so they're all going to follow along the central line there. So the geometric configuration of this system of equations here is that they form a sheaf. Now, how would you tell that this is different from forming a triangular prism? Well, if this number minus 8 was different at the end, say if it was just a regular 8, then the two equations would not be identical, and the line that they would follow would be different lines when you combine equation 1 and equation 2, and equation 2 and equation 1 and equation 3. In this case, when you combine equation 1, this is equation 2, equation 1 and equation 3, they all will simultaneously combine to run along this same line here. It's not necessarily going to be this equation here, but they're all going to run along the identical line. Okay. If it was a different number, they would run along a separate line when you combine the two of them. Okay, so they form a sheaf.